Namaste. Welcome to the RSP Groups of YouTube channel. Today we are here with the class 7 subject history and the chapter number 1, and the name of the chapter is Tracing Changes Through 1,000 Years. Tracing means to follow. That means we have to read, in this chapter we will read that the changes, how the things were changed from thousands of years, in the time period thousands of years. So first of all we will start with the first word, that is the word is cartographer. Cartographer means a person who makes the map. So it's a very simple thing that we will first start discussing the chapter after having the discussion over the Indian map or the map of Indian subcontinent. Now cartographer, we will start with the thing that it is the map of India that was being made by two persons in different times. Very first, it was made in 1154 by Al-Idrisi. Al-Idrisi was basically a Moroccan geographer and a traveler also who used to travel from one place to another place. He made the map of India for the first time in 1154, and in that year when he made the map, he made some different things which are now not seen in the present time. Like he made the south portion in the very top post, north portion, and the places which are in the north in India right now, he showed them in the south. For example, he showed Sri Lanka and the south portion in the north part also. And there one most thing, this most important thing, that he had described a particular place that was named as the Kannauj, because Kannauj was, as we have discussed earlier in the previous class, Kannauj was a very important place in the history also, because it was ruled by, because it was a very fertile place and it was always being ruled by very powerful kings. So he had portrayed the word, he used that word for the particular place that was known as the Kannauj. And Al-Idrisi, after having that map, after 600 years after that map, in 1720, another French cartographer who made another map of India that is very similar to what we are seeing in the present. That means that map which was made by 1720 by a French cartographer, that is very similar to what we are using in the present time. So with the map, which was being drawn in 1720, that map was being used by the travelers who came to India through the sea route. Even Vasco da Gama, he followed that route and he discovered India with that very map in 1720. The map, through that map he came to India and he discovered India in 1498. So the difference between two maps were there. The one map was made by the Al-Idrisi, it was the ancient map, and after 600 years, that means more things have been changed, and they have considered everything that has been changed. Then now the next cartographer who made the new map, he took new things, and then we are also using very similar map which he drawn at that time. Second was new and the old terminologies. That means some terminology, some words that are being termed in the present time also, and some terms which were used in the ancient time also, they were now not as similar as it was in the past. For example, in 13th century, a person whose name was Minhaj Siraj, he was a chronicler. A chronicler is a person who used to write in the court of the king, and he has first used the word or the term Hindustan for India. Before that, the people were not aware about the word Hindustan. He was the first person who termed the India as the Hindustan, and according to him, Hindustan was a place that was covered the place of Ganga and Yamuna and Punjab and Haryana. That means only the north part where the Kannauj was at that time when Al-Idrisi made the map. Now, and after that, even Babur, who was the founder of the Mughal Empire in India, he also used the word Hindustan for having the geographical fauna and the fauna for using that particular geographical points. Now coming to the next word, Amir Khusro, he was a poet and he was in 14th century. He first time used the word Hind. Now we are using the word Hind for the term India, and he first used the word Hind, and after that, at that time, so that depict that the terminologies which were used in the new era and the terminologies which were used at the old era, they were having a different meaning. Now coming to the word that another word example we can take, that is the foreigner, the word foreigner. In the present context or in the present era, we can now use a word foreigner for a person who does not belong to a particular country. Like if we are talking about ourselves that we are the native of India, that means we are the citizen of India, and the foreigner means foreigner for us means a person who does not belong to India. But at that time, it was not same. At that time, the foreigner was a person who did not belong to that particular community, or that we can say that if a person who belongs to other community or who belongs to a particular other religion also, he was considered as a foreigner at that time. Now the thing is that now we are using the same word in present era, and but the meaning they are different, and we are using the different terminologies. So there is a difference between the historians which were using the sources from the ancient time till the time and till now in present, because the terminologies they have been completely changed. As we had discussed about the map of India also, that first was made by Al-Idrisi and second was made by French cartographer. The map are quite different from each other, and the terms now the Hindustan word and the Hind, they were being given by some of the persons who were the chroniclers or who were the poets also, and they considered India as these words, or they used to call India by these names. And now we knew at the present time that we knew that India is also known as Hind also, and India is also known as the Hindustan also. So this thing is. So now we will discuss about the historians and their sources. Now, as we have discussed earlier in the previous class, that what do you understand by the particular word historians? Historians are basically a person who used to study about the history, and through the sources which they either excavate it from the ground, or either they got it from some other means, they used to describe about the history. So first we will discuss about the manuscripts. Manuscripts means the things which we use to write with our own hand. For example, if we can take an example, I ask you to write an answer, and you will write the answer with your pen in your copy, that means you are making an manuscript. Manuscript is everything which you are writing with your hand. Now coming to the inscription, inscription means a thing which we inscribed on any of the stones or the metals. For example, if we can say our gate or the gate of our house, we can see the name of your father, your mother, that it had been inscribed on the gate of the house. So manuscript means both are the types of writing, but manuscript, that is with your hand, and inscription means that is being inscribed. So both manuscripts and inscription, they are one of the biggest source for the historians. And because the chroniclers or the scribes means a person who used to copy the things. Both of the persons, either the chroniclers or the scribes, they used to write about the kings, and because they were being posted in the king's court, so they used to write all the things, and basically they used to write the things in the praise of the king only. And these sources are used by the historians to knew about that time also, because these sources that have been kept in the particular place that is known as the archives. So the manuscript and the inscription, because at that time, as we have discussed right now, that the terms that were used in earlier time, that has been completely different meaning in the present time. So obviously the sources and all the things which the scribes they used to write at the earlier time, that is not actually meant what it is in the present time. Now, so it is very difficult for the historians also to knew about the particular thing which was happened in the past, because sometimes we are not able to understand the writing of the scribe also. Sometimes we are not able to decode the language of the earlier people also. So that is a major disadvantage of this thing of the manuscript and the inscriptions. Coming back to the next topic, new social and the political groups. So that is a time between 700 and 1750. That is also known as the medieval period of India, because we have discussed about the ancient period, and we will discuss about the modern period. But this time, the time period between 700 and 1750 is basically known as the medieval period. So medieval period was a period that in that very period, so many different types of new type of changes that occurred into the India at that time. For example, some traders and some merchants also, they introduced a new religion in India also. Those who came from Persia, they basically got a new type of religion that was known as Islam, and some new things, technologies were also discovered or invented at that time. For example, Persian wheel basically used for irrigation method, and spinning wheel basically used for weaving the clothes, and firearms for combats also, that was being introduced at that time also during the medieval period. As we talk about the new foods and beverages also, so different types of new foods that were being introduced in the medieval period, because in this era new terminologies, new religion, and new foods, and also beverages like the potato, like the chili, the corn, and all these things. Even the word sharbat, which we are using in the present time, that was being introduced in this period only. Namaste.